We done.
All right.
Hello. Good morning, everyone.
We are live. So trying out something new this week. We're using Be Live.
You didn't introduce our name, the show
I'm,
and tell.
I'm leading into it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is the last week I lead things off. This is the Intentional Spark Show, and tell.
Yeah.
Really exciting name. Starting to love it. Maybe. Episode 5 straight weeks of this. Or is this 6? Did I miscount? Somebody check me.
I don't know.
Somebody check me. This week, got a bunch to talk about, a bunch to recap, too. I'm Tony Rulli. This is Meg Rulli. We're business partners. We're married. We do everything together. Super cute, super annoying. We run Intentional Spark, which is a digital marketing agency. I realize a lot of people might not know that. But I added a logo in this week into the corner. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, so tell us about this Be Live.
So Be Live.
Interrupted you.
Yeah, we tried Facebook. We've done this straight from Facebook Live before. We tried Crowdcast, and now we're trying Be Live. Be Live lets us add in the cool little title tags and things like that. So trying it out this week.
I like it so far. It's very user friendly.
Cool.
So.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, Meg, quick recap. I know you're embarrassed. You don't like talking about yourself, but let's hear what you did this weekend.
Yeah, so my girlfriends and I ran they had a trail marathon that was just for women, and it was a relay race. So I did that with 10 of my other girlfriends, and we had 5 teams of 2 people. So really fun. It was in Mount Adams in Washington, right at Trout Lake. And
beautiful place.
Yeah, we got to camp out there, and, obviously being a trail run was excruciating for the run, but the partying afterwards, before and after, was all really a great time. Went to Hood River, did some wine tasting. And
yeah, it's called the Wild Woman Relay.
Yeah, it was.
It's hosted by this husband and wife who have like a 10-acre property.
Yeah.
And we all camped on it. I was race support with another guy.
Race dads,
Race dads. We took care of everyone, brought drinks.
They were shuttling us to and from the different exchange points, and
it's pretty impressive though, and a lot of elevation change. You trained about a half marathon, but with like 4,000 feet of elevation.
I'm feeling it a little today, so if I seem groggy,
that's to blame.
Yeah, just
pretty cool though. It was a pretty cool event, and my weekend was just supporting that.
He was a great support, so yeah. Lots of coffee and water.
I thought it was cool. I wanted you to brag. I wanted you to brag a little bit because you guys did awesome. You finished definitely top 2% of the pack.
I felt like I won. So
nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the first topic. Actually, this happened last week. The Digital Summit conference we went to. This is a touring conference, goes around the country. Stopped in Portland for 2 days. A bunch of digital marketing content was there. A lot of it ended up being a lot of big companies came, and they like 1 or 2 employees represented them. Mm-hmm. So it was a different conference than the ones I've been to previously. But a lot of interesting content, hearing kind of how people are thinking about social media. What did you think, Meg, about the conference?
I thought it was good. I'm actually wearing their shirt right now. I feel like I'm wearing it just so I would be reminded to talk about it today. But anyways.
Big fun fact about Meg. Summer, who's also on our team, we both discovered that Meg is obsessed with free t-shirts.
Okay.
I did not know Meg cared about anything as much as she did about free t-shirts. She ran around, got how many free t-shirts did you get from all the booths?
I got 3.
3 free t-shirts.
I feel like it was a shopping spree.
Booths.
No, I think it's good because I've run a lot, so I feel like I'm always
It's a nice shirt too.
Needing extra shirts.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a cute shirt.
Big takeaway is Meg loved the free t-shirts.
Yeah, I love the free t-shirts. But aside from the free t-shirts, it was a great conference. I prefer the smaller conferences. I'm kind of a shy individual, so it was a little on the bigger end for me. But
no one believes you when you say that.
Yeah, I know. But I think overall, it was some really good reminders. There was some really good sessions on where, people need to be focused with their marketing. One thing that really was a theme was the focus now on video content. So as a brand online, really try to have, whether it's doing Facebook Live, Insta Stories, YouTube, video is huge now with Gen Y, pretty much all the way up the ladder. People are focusing more on video. Facebook, I know, is prioritizing video content over any other content on their platform. So that was one big takeaway. Also, really big focus on SEO. So getting your SEO in order on your website and all your backlinks. And one thing that stood out to me was the presenter who was talking about SEO basics. Was just saying, where do you bury a dead body? And the whole joke was, put it on page 2 of Google. But it's true because, who really goes to page 2 of Google when they're running a search. So, as businesses, just get your SEO in line. And then I thought the third thing was we did a lot of sessions about, adding humor into your brand, having a really unique voice and not being, trying to stand out in your marketing and
right. Putting some personality.
Yeah.
You don't have to be robots. You don't have to act like a big corporation if you're not, people want the person.
And just be relatable to your audience. And I think once again, like those were things, it wasn't groundbreaking. But at the same time, it was really a good refresher and reminder for us, especially now that we're going to be redesigning our website. If you've been to our website, intentionalspark.com, it's pretty basic right now. It's very bare bones. We've been focusing a lot on our client work recently, but we are going to be redesigning the website and adding a blog and just doing more of our own content marketing. So I think it was good for us to go to the conference and get some reminders on what we need to be doing with our own marketing.
Right. We talk about it with our clients all the time, but thinking about it for ourselves is not something that's been prioritized.
Don't really do anything.
A lot of bad things have been said about our website, and it's pretty terrible. But the silver lining is, I will say, I like to tell people, it just goes to show you, we didn't focus on it because it didn't matter ultimately. Like we built a business without a website. But
it does matter.
Well, now it matters.
Yeah.
And we grew the business.
I think it always mattered. We're just now choosing to say that it mattered.
Yeah. I can say whatever I want now that we're redesigning the website.
Yeah, absolutely.
But okay, so then the next topic, we're going to switch over, talk about news of the day. Snapchat's big bet. Oh, that's some big font we got in there. I must have been really excited when I wrote this title. Snapchat's big bet. So Snapchat announced, a lot of people have been talking about it, more and more geographic location targeting abilities. So like they launched their new map where you can actually go in and see where all your friends are on the map, unless they have to actually opt out and turn it off. I've seen apparently relationships have been outed because friends will go on and see two friends hanging out like at midnight, like together somewhere, and they're like, "Oh, are you two dating now?"
Yeah. I don't need people to know where my whereabouts at all times. I have a very mysterious life.
Very mysterious.
Would like to keep it that way.
Yeah, it's a little creepy, but it's also great for advertisers. As people are talking about it, Snapchat's kind of going all in as a way to, especially after their bad quarter this past quarter after their IPO. They're looking for ways to monetize a little more, and I think one is with geographic location targeting.
Do you think they'll still be able to compete with Insta Stories now that Instagram rolled that out?
As soon as Insta Stories came out, Snapchat took a huge dive. I think they were growing something crazy like 40% month over month and dropped down to 10%. Still good growth, but I've been a longtime Snapchat fan, but as you know, I switched over to Insta Stories like 2 weeks ago just because people have been talking about it. And now I love Insta Stories. Snapchat was so quiet. I'd get like 20 people watching my feed. Can't really share. And now you get on Insta Stories, I have like, 80, 100 people.
What's your handle so people can follow you?
You want my handle?
Yeah.
Truly, T-Ruly. So TRULY, TRULLI. It's a little complicated.
Head over there for some truly good content.
Yeah. Truly. Oh, that's a good pun. Nice. But I think, it's interesting what Snapchat's doing, but I don't know what they can do to kind of recover from Insta Stories. I think, Instagram already had the platform and adding the stories and basically ripping off all of the features of Snapchat. Insta Stories just kind of has it all there. Yeah,
and I think also because people were using Instagram for all of their images, people just have a following over there. And I know, like, for myself, once, you were saying this, but it was hard for me to use Snapchat when I had like 10 friends following me. But starting from nothing, whereas like everyone already kind of has a presence on Instagram. Businesses have a presence on Instagram, and it's a little more, I think, friendly for both brands and for personal use. So I'm curious to see how Snapchat does with this new advertising that they're rolling out.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I haven't really seen any, smaller brands use it that effectively. I mean, I've always been curious about the custom filters. It's pretty cheap, actually. Like I've kind of wanted to make some myself just for like fun things to do. Because we could buy a filter for a week around our house and just have a filter. I don't know. It's dumb. I have no idea why we'd do it, but it's cheap.
Although now that we're on the discussion of Snapchat and about to lead into our third item of discussion, which is Game of Thrones, do you know right now they're doing a White Walker filter for Snapchat?
I would go to Snapchat to do one.
I've never done one of those like face filters where it's like a puppy or a unicorn.
You didn't like the face filters. Makes no fun on Snapchat.
No.
I love the filters.
Okay, whatever.
I said on Snapchat, not in life.
Yeah.
It's just on Snapchat.
It's just not fun in life, guys. No, but they're doing a White Walker one, and that might actually get me enticed to go over there today and drop a Snapchat story in there.
Wow.
Which brings us to our next topic.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So we're not going to spoil anything from the Game of Thrones premiere. Although Meg will have one mini rant that's not really a spoiler, but does talk about something that happened in the show. That's nothing with the plot. But hey, if you're just joining us, you can ask us any questions you want in the Facebook comments. We have our own topics we're talking about today, but a lot happened last week. A lot's happening this week. Feel free to ask questions, join in. Just type in the comments and we'll see them and put your question up. So Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Premiered last night, went over to a friend's place and watched with the big group.
I feel like a lot of people did that.
I feel like
we talked to a lot of people in Portland who are all going to viewing parties.
Yeah. At the gym today, like 3 different people went. So they went to a viewing party. #I went to the gym today. Humble brag. Okay, so Game of Thrones premiere. Not going to spoil it. Overall thoughts. Good setup episode. I liked it.
Good setup episode.
But Meg's rant.
So Ed Sheeran was in there, and I don't know.
Brief cameo from Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
He sang, he talked.
It just seemed to cheapen the whole brand of Game of Thrones. I feel like the celebrity drop-ins. I'm upset. It's not that I'm upset. I don't actually really care, but yeah.
Meg's very upset. The car ride home from the gym, we talked about
this. Like, who's next? I don't know. Like,
who's next?
I don't think there is a
who would you
celebrity
like?
I really want to see. I guess like the pop singer thing. That was just
the pop singer.
He's not even an actor. It just doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. If Kim Kardashian shows up on Game of Thrones,
that would be bad. I wouldn't like that.
I'll be pissed.
Okay, I agree. That's the line. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it though.
Yeah.
But Game of Thrones came out, and so we thought it was a good chance to talk about, some cool things they've done to kind of interact with their audience through social media. So let's see, what do we got here? What were some of your favorites when we looked into this? What were your favorites that they've done? I
like that they launched the premiere or the trailer for the premiere on Facebook Live. Once again, going back to the whole focus on video content now and Facebook Live becoming more and more popular. I just thought that was cool to kind of have their premiere launch that way. And obviously the White Walker filter via Snapchat was pretty cool. So
yeah, we'll check that out.
Yeah.
What about the ice block? You didn't like that? So here, I think it's an interesting thing to think about and this is something we talked about at the conference too. You might think you're in a boring industry, but that doesn't mean you need to put out boring content. So Game of Thrones is obviously not boring, but they actually made something that should be boring and made it exciting. They put in the premiere date inside a block of ice to announce the premiere date, froze it, and then live streamed it and said, when it melts, you'll be able to see when the premiere is. That sounds super boring. You're going to watch ice melt. But then they said every time you type in fire into the comment section, a flamethrower is going to shoot out a flame and melt the ice faster. So people were writing fire, fire, and come fire and ice. So that's kind of it sounds boring. They made it exciting.
Yeah.
Now Game of Thrones is inherently more exciting than, if you own a plumbing company. But I think there's a lot of ways to make advertising and using social media for something like a plumbing company even exciting.
Yeah.
And that's something we talked about at the conference. So I think looking at social media through the lens of how, the entertainment industry uses it, gives you ideas of how maybe you could use it for your own business.
Yeah. And they also, when I was looking at their commercials for the premiere episode on TV, on Hulu Plus and stuff, or was it Hulu? No, it was HBO. It was HBO Go we were looking at. But anyways, what I really liked about their commercials is they had there was a lot of suspense, and they didn't even put words into the commercials
it was like
or anything.
The trailers for
it was just like or like slow-mo of like the dragons or something. Like it was all building up anticipation, teasing the audience, getting people hyped up without giving them too much information. And I kind of like that, like the teasers and the just kind of really getting people, building an army of crazy fans and
White Walker Army.
a White Walker Army.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually something I think, that's a good takeaway actually for people when they're launching their own courses or products. I think too many people focus on the sale and selling and pushing and selling. It's okay to build suspense. You don't have to tell everyone 3 months in advance you're about to sell a course, you're going to sell a course, the course is open, blah, blah, blah. Maybe build suspense, tease them, something's coming, have some fun with it. Rip a page out of the Game of Thrones playbook, right? Don't give them a trailer where they don't really know.
Yeah.
Do you like how I tied that back? Was that pretty good? I tied it back to marketing?
It was good.
I thought it was pretty good. Okay. Last topic, music to work to. Every week we talk about the music we're working to. We'd love to hear what you're working to. What kind of has you working hard or not working at all? If it's too good. What do you got?
I just listen to whatever you got.
It's true.
Yeah.
I blast it.
We work side by side with each other, and he's usually our DJ for the day.
My big one, this isn't the song that we just started listening to, but I love this song. It came on the radio on the way home, and I'll definitely be playing it this week. Redbone by Childish Gambino. So good.
Oh, that's a good one.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on, when that drop kicks in,
Mm-hmm.
so good. I would definitely check that out. That's a great one.
I was listening to a lot of Lorde during the run this week, and
nice.
I feel like that's all.
Big Greenlight fan. I'm a big
Greenlight fan. Yeah, but she has another one. I forget the name of it, but it's a newer. I think it came out after Greenlight. I can't remember the name.
Meg's woefully unprepared for this segment. Just no music. No music.
I don't know. Just Google it.
Just Google it.
I'm leaving. I'm
Lorde,
putting
new song,
suspense
Lorde.
in there. I'm doing the Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you teased them.
I'm really confused though right now. So it
No, I like
doesn't
it.
have the same effect.
You teased them. That was fun.
No.
All right, so this was what we think is episode 5, the Intentional Spark Show and Tell. Although now that I'm really thinking about it, it might be episode 6. We'll find out. Let us know. But this was fun, and we'll be back next Monday, every Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. And we're working on our sign-off taglines here. So let's see, Meg, what do you got?
I don't know. It's terrible.
Just a point. It's
Just a point. Silence.
That is. Okay. And mine's going to be until next week. That was actually pretty terrible. I pointed. I couldn't. All right. We'll see you guys next week. So there's no way to end this, guys. We're just going to keep talking. Just kidding. All right. This is it. I couldn't find that.